Hello, my name is Brian Cerruti, Senior Account Executive with CMG Financial. We're honored to be one of the first lenders to offer the HARP 2.0 program to the broker community. On this video, we'll discuss the Fannie Mae DU Refi Plus and the Freddie Mac LP Open Access, both under the umbrella of HARP. HARP 2.0 has greatly expanded guidelines with the potential to help many more homeowners than the first version of HARP. We'll discuss the program in detail so you may identify those borrowers who will benefit from this new product. To allow you the opportunity to pull ahead of the competition, we began accepting submissions into the HARP 2.0 program on February 21st. Upon submission, we'll register, pre-underwrite with conditions, and suspend the file for credit approval, subject to an approve eligible on DU after March 17th or an accept on LP after March 11th. Pricing and locks will not be available until March 12th for the LP Open Access and March 19th for the DU Refi Plus. We recommend you hold off on ordering the appraisal until the loan is fully approved, as the DU or LP findings may issue an appraisal waiver. We're seeing more appraisal waivers as we run these through DU and LP. Just to make sure you estimate your value as close as possible to increase your chances that the AVM within DU or LP will grant the appraisal waiver. The following information is provided for your reference when originating and processing the Fannie Mae DU Refi Plus. The first is a link to look up if Fannie Mae is the owner of a mortgage. Fannie's Resource Center as well as frequently asked questions are also available at your disposal. Remember, to be eligible for the DU Refi Plus, the current loan must have closed and been committed to a Fannie Mae pool no later than May 31st, 2009. The following link will allow you to look up if Freddie Mac is the owner of a mortgage. In order to be eligible for the Open Access program, the current loan must have closed and been committed to Freddie Mac on or before May 31st, 2009. The following loans are ineligible on the HARP 2.0 program. Existing loans delivered to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac on or after June 1st, 2009. Any loan currently in default. Existing loans that are currently government loans such as FHA or VA. Existing reverse mortgages. And existing loans that are not first mortgages, such as second mortgages. Second liens must be subordinated. To be eligible for the HARP 2.0 program, we require a DU approve eligible or an LP accept. We will not manually underwrite this loan. In addition to a DU or LP approval, we need to demonstrate at least one benefit, such as a lower payment, a move to a more stable product, such as an ARM to a fixed, move from an interest-only to a fully amortized, or move into a shorter-term loan. But keep in mind the 15-year loan with an LTV greater than 105 will not be available until June 1st, 2012. Subordinate liens may be subordinated and may not be rolled into the new loan amount. New subordinate liens are not allowed. Maximum LTV and loan amount. LTV, CLTV, and HCLTV are truly unlimited, subject to a DU or LP approval on all occupancies and property types. Loan amounts are available for conforming as well as high balance, but please note that the current high balance limits are up to $625,500 depending on county. The max loan amount is calculated based off the payoff plus 30 days of interest plus closing costs including prepaids. Unique to LP, the finance closing costs may not exceed the lower of 4% of the unpaid principal balance or $5,000. The max cash back is $250. Eligible transactions and property types. Owner-occupied is available with 1 to 4 units. Second homes are available, as well as non-owner 1 to 4 units. We'll do condos and condotels, and on condos, typically we just need all insurance documentation, including HO6. We also offer PUDs and manufactured homes. Ownership limitations. On DU, there's no limit on the number of financed properties. On LP, there's no limit on the number of financed properties if the transaction is owner-occupied. However, non-owner and second home transactions are limited to 4 financed properties. Documentation and ratios. Income documentation is determined by DU or LP. Typically, a pay stub and a verbal VOE will be required for a W-2 borrower, and 1-year tax returns for a self-employed borrower. Assets are determined by DU or LP. No minimum is required, but any money required at close will need to be verified. Ratios are also dictated by DU or LP. We're beginning to see the automated ease up and higher ratios accepted. Just the other day, we saw one in the mid-60s approve. Just remember, CMG has no overlays, so if a DU or LP approves, we're good to go. One of the other great enhancements to HARP 2.0 is the relaxed guidelines on credit. There's no minimum credit score on the HARP 2.0 program. Regarding mortgage history, the loan must be current, but on DU, we will allow recent mortgage rates with the DU approval. LP requires the last 6 months to be current and on time, but from 7 to 12 months will allow 1 times 30. Other delinquencies are determined by AU findings. Loans currently with mortgage insurance are eligible to be refinanced under the HARP program. Review the DU or LP findings to establish the MI company. After the loan is approved, the underwriter will request the MI cert to be transferred to the new loan. Most people do not realize if the current loan has monthly mortgage insurance, the same payment is generally transferred to the new loan. If the current loan has lender-paid mortgage insurance, there are no additional fees since the borrower already paid the MI premium up front with the previous loan. Here's some of the top questions we're receiving regarding the DU Refi Plus. We offer truly unlimited LTV, CLTV, and HCLTV. We allow current loans with MI. We simply transfer the MI cert to the new loan. There's no minimum credit score. We offer high balance loans. Just remember, it's based off of today's high balance loan limits, which go up to $625,500 depending on county. All occupancy is accepted, owner occupied, second home, and non-owner. We allow properties currently listed for sale. There is no seasoning requirement, we just need it removed from the listing. On appraisals, we accept full appraisal or property inspection waiver based off of DU and LP. Rate and term only with a max cash back of $250. Max number of properties owned are unlimited. Full documentation is required per DU findings. And on condos, we typically just require insurance. We offer the LP open access with unlimited LTV, CLTV, and HCLTV. We require an LP open access accept. We will not manually underwrite the loan. If the current loan has MI, we'll simply transfer the MI cert to the new loan. There's no minimum credit score on the loan. LP requires the borrower to be current and on time for the last 6 months with 0 times 30. Within the last 7 to 12 months, the borrower can have up to 1 times 30. We offer high balance loan limits based on today's high balance loan limits. Field reviews may be required with an LTV over 105%. This is dictated by the LP findings. All occupancies are accepted, owner occupied, second home, and non-owner. We do require a 4506 on these loans. Rate and term only with a max cash back not to exceed $250. Full documentation required per LP findings. And lastly, appraisal waivers are honored per the LP findings. Just remember, with the HARP 2.0, if you receive a DU or LP approval, we're good to go with no overlays. The opportunity is here, and I'm available to support you every step of the way. You may contact me anytime by phone at 707-338-3632 or by email at bcerruti@cmgfi.com. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.